Myles, what's just being here at the Coaches versus Cancer thing? I know you can't really play or anything, but being here and seeing it, what's it like? What's
It's
it
an awesome
mean to you?
event. I love to see all these people. Obviously get to spend time with my coaches outside of the gym. It's cool. I love to see all the people come together for a great cause, and it looks like everybody's having a lot of fun.
Can you talk about what it means to the team to have Lamar coming back?
It means the world. Obviously he's a great player, all Big Ten caliber player. He's a great leader, great teammate, and we're very excited to have him back.
Were you guys on pins and needles a little bit, waiting for his decision? I know you want the best for him no matter what. But in terms of how it impacts the team, that's a big thing.
Yeah, we were more so preparing for anything. We don't want to rely on one player at any point in time. We always want the best for him, so we were just looking at his best interest, not really thinking about ourselves at the end of the day.
How much did you stay in contact with him during the process? Or were you talking to other people? Like, how do you know where his thoughts are?
We talked a few times, just to see how he was feeling and how the process was going, because I was curious for myself. And he was just giving me tips and, little insights about, the preparation and the mindset that he had going into it. And then we talked a little bit about, the decision he was making. He never really became clear until towards the very, very end.
Is there anything for you guys to gain from his experience in terms of, now you got an NBA guy essentially working out on the team?
We have another year of experience under our belts. He has some knowledge that not everybody has, and we can implement that into our games as well.
How much do you think you have to maybe step up a little bit as a leader this year? Even though you're a very veteran team, you played a lot of ball last year. Do you think that's a role that you're ready to kind of embrace a little bit?
Yes, I am. I know I have a lot of help from my teammates, so us together, we'll have leaders, but as a unit, our whole team is prepared for anything at this point. The work we put in and the lumps we took last year really molded us as a team, and I'm very excited for our development.
Could you give us a scouting report on Brockington? We really haven't seen a whole heck of a lot of them, but it sounds like he could be a key guy for you.
He's our best kept secret at this point. He's very athletic, and he's a hard worker. I can't give away too much.
Okay, some people have said his game is kind of like Josh's. That's a pretty big compliment.
Yeah, I can say that. Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you at physically this offseason? What are you kind of up to? You look good. You've always been a big guy, but
I've been really working with Greg Miskinnis. He's really been helping me mold my body. Been eating right. Doing a lot of lifting and running, and working on my game. Just working on ball handling and working on making my shot more consistent.
How much do you learn about the things to do off the court your freshman year? You hear a lot of guys talk about they take care of their bodies differently now, or you kind of understand what that grind is like. How much are you different in that aspect now than you were maybe a year ago?
Complete 180-degree turn. Last year, I was more excited for the on-the-court things, but not necessarily paying attention as much to the off-the-court things. So nitpicking at little things like that and taking a look in the mirror and seeing what I really need to do is a part of my maturity and something I take pride in.
How tall are you now and what do you weigh?
About 6'4", and I'm about 215.
Is that what you just gotten, like, more muscular and stuff?
Yeah.
Did you guys kind of let go of last year, or do you keep it with you as motivation?
Well, at the same time, we do both. We let go of it as in that's not who we don't let that define us. But at the same time, last year was is unacceptable at a point. And, we don't want that to happen again, and we're going to take the necessary strides to make that happen.
And what does it take? I mean, what do you feel like is necessary to turn some of those losses into wins?
100% buy-in, trusting our coaches, trusting each other, and trusting ourselves.
How good can you guys be?
I think we can be one of the best teams in the Big Ten and in the country if we all buy in and take care of the business that we put down on the table in this offseason, and take the necessary steps to get better.
So what are your kind of goals for the rest of the off season leading into when classes start in?
Well, for the rest of the off season, honestly, is just to get 1% better every day. That's something we harp on. Ever since they were recruiting me, we always talked about getting 1% better every day, being better than the person you were yesterday. So if you keep getting 1% better every single day, it'll add up in the long run. even into the season.
And what about having Mike back? I mean, how important is that? Because I think that's something people may be overlooking a little bit too.
Mike is awesome. You know, Mike he was inconsistent a little bit last year, and he knows that, and we know that as well. But this year, he's taken that upon himself to be, a monster, and that's what we want from him, and that's what we're expecting.